What is it? Why are you staring at me so seriously all of a sudden? Is there something on my face?
I don't know why, but it all feels so surreal. What if I wake up later and find out it was all just a dream?
It's real. I'm right here. Oh, right! I haven't had the chance to thank you properly yet. Thank you, Junior. If it weren't for you, I'd probably still be trapped in that endless nightmare.
It's all thanks to Senior Ye's info, really. He's the one who found a way to save you.
My brother. Once he's free, there's so much I still need to ask him about. When I was at my most desperate, it was your voice, Junior, that kept me going. You saved me once again. Junior? There's something I want to ask you. It's about my other self. I can't always tell what she's doing. She didn't say anything weird to you, did she?
She said, I should never forget her.
Huh? She actually said that? I am so sorry. Just forget about it if you felt uncomfortable. But you've probably noticed she's the part of me I used to deny. She's more direct and selfish than I am, but also braver. She's able to speak her mind so openly, to say what she wants and what she doesn't. I could never do that. Maybe that's why she exists. But things are different now. From that day on, she stopped being someone I pushed away and became a true part of me. I feel like I can finally be more honest with myself. I can finally say it now. I've always been afraid. Ever since the day I got the Qingming sword, that fear's never left me. I'm scared of pain, of losing my memories, of one day just disappearing. I'm afraid of everyone's expectations, and even more afraid of failing them. I used to think how wonderful it would be if the Qingming sword hadn't picked me. If I were just a simple, ordinary girl. I'm sorry, Junior. I might not be as good as you think I am.
Thank you for sharing that with me. I feel like I understand you a little better now, Xiaoguang.
I should be thanking you. You're the one willing to listen to me. Alright, it's getting late. We should head back to Suivian Temple. I heard Ishu and Shifu's back? Aw, I'm probably in for a scolding this time.
Should I send a message to everyone at Rinkwei Summit? Forget it. I'll just go back and get scolded, I guess.
I've only just now realized. Phylum Heights is such a bustling, colorful place. The air smells of coffee and fresh bread, mingling with the calls of vendors and the carefree laughter of children. Just watching and soaking it all in is enough to make you feel genuinely happy.
Xiaoguang, it's getting late. Maybe we should head back to Suibian Temple.
Sorry, I lost track of time. Let's head back. We don't want everyone to worry. That colorful shop over there. Is that your video store? It looks really unique. Wow, what a wonderful smell. So this is what incense smells like. I can't wait. We'll be seeing everyone soon. Though, maybe there'll be some scolding too.
Xiaoguang,
Ishun Shifu, it's me!
are you alright?
I'm perfectly fine now. If you don't believe me, you can ask Junior. I wasn't so sure she'd make a full recovery. She'd almost completely lost all 5 of her senses.
Oh, lost all 5 senses?
I'm sorry.
It looks like someone's got some explaining to do. I see. No wonder you didn't want to tell me about Xiaoguang's condition earlier. Anyway, at least things seem to have turned out well in the end. Xiaoguang wouldn't have recovered without you, Wise.
Just cleaning up the mess they made themselves.
By the way, we couldn't contact you for quite a while, Shifu. Did something happen?
I was supposed to be here sooner. I tried to take a shortcut through a few hollows, but I ran into trouble in one of them. So it took me a bit longer.
Not just a bit longer. To be precise, you were trapped by an unknown enemy and were completely out of contact for a while.
Trapped? Who the heck could possibly trap you?
They were extremely cautious in hiding their tracks, and I haven't found any clues yet. However, judging from our brief encounter, they're definitely not weaker than me. They were as strong as any Void Hunter.
A Void Hunter? How could you possibly just run into an enemy that strong out in the road?
Clearly, someone's deliberately targeting Yunque Summit.
I haven't quite figured that out yet, but we can talk about it later. Speaking of Void Hunters, you mentioned earlier there's information about Sunbringer inside the Hollow. I'll need to discuss this with the mayor. By the way, have you heard anything regarding Ye Shuyen's whereabouts lately?
My brother... he...
We haven't heard anything. Yishuan Shifu, have you got any leads?
It's not much of a lead, just a rumor that he was seen in Lemnian Hollow. But it's okay. I'll keep looking into it. Anyway, you've both worked hard. Take some time to get some rest. And Xiaoguang, we're lucky you recovered this time. You mustn't be so reckless in the future.
Understood.
Xiaoguang, how are you doing? Are you feeling better?
Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine now. My senses feel even sharper than before. So, can you finally tell me what you've been hiding from everyone?
Junior Wise, thank you for looking after my sister. I know it hasn't been easy.
It's no trouble at all. It was the right thing to do. Xiaoguang means a lot to me as my senior.
Brother, are you trying to change the subject?
I'll tell you what you want to know when the time comes, but not now. We have something more urgent to deal with at the moment. I found a way to break the Qingming Sword's bond with Xiaoguang. It's in Lemnian Hollow, the same place where we helped to regain her senses. That object seems to have some ties to the Creator's power. I've already mastered a special method and can use it to erase the bond. Let's head there now, Xiaoguang. Once we break the sword's hold, you won't have to live in its shadow any longer. You'll finally be free.
But then, what about the Qingming sword after the pact is broken?
Yunkui's summit will find the next sword keeper. That's their concern, not ours.
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
Why? You know full well as long as that sword exists, you'll never have peace. At any moment, you could...
The Qingming sword needs a sword keeper to keep the two forces inside it under control. Otherwise, it could cause a massive catastrophe. You know that already. If such a disaster were to occur, countless innocent people could lose their lives.
So what? Is my sister's life worth less than the lives of strangers?
I know you're only doing this for my sake, but this is my choice.
You don't get to choose!
Senior, yeah. Please don't be angry with Xiaoguang. She's only just recovered. She can't handle the stress.
I got carried away. I'm sorry. Forget it. I didn't want you to get involved in all this mess. But if that's what it takes to make you give up the Qingming sword, then so be it. Xiaoguang, listen. We never had a choice from the very beginning. This whole thing was a setup.
What do you mean?
Whether it's Yixuan, Lu Hongzhou, or all of Yunkui's summit, they're all hiding a terrible secret. If you want to know the truth, come with me. I'll tear off their sanctimonious masks with my own hands, right in front of you.
Yi Shiyuan, you actually have the nerve to return to Swabian Temple? Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
It's Yunkui's summit who ought to feel ashamed.
Shuyan, what's that supposed to mean?
Exactly what it sounds like. You searched all over New Eridu for innocent children and brought them to Yunkui's summit as disciples. But they were really just sacrifices for the Qingming sword. Shouldn't Yunkui's summit be ashamed of itself?
What are you talking about?
You can drop the act, Yixuan Shifu. Xiaoguang and I were orphans with no parents. We were only lucky enough to be taken in by Yunkui's summit because of our physiques. Because we're of the rare ilk capable of bearing the Qingming sword's power. Isn't that right? When did Yunkui's summit set its sights on us? After our parents' accident? Or even earlier? I wouldn't be surprised if you had something to do with our parents' death as well. 2 children without parents or a home. Who could be easier to control than that? Such kindness. A lifetime wouldn't be enough to repay it, don't you think, Lu Hongzhou?
Hold your tongue.
Mr. Lu, what is this about? You told me that Xiaoguang touching the Qingming sword was just a coincidence.
A coincidence? What a convenient excuse. The truth is, Mr. Lu created countless opportunities, making each of us chosen children accidentally touch the Qingming sword. And Xiaoguang, she was simply the most unfortunate one.
Fool. To be chosen by the Qingming sword isn't a misfortune, it's the greatest honor. It's the power of a hero to protect all living beings.
So, Mr. Lu, everything he said is true? You've been lying to me all along?
It doesn't end there. Ishwan, did you really think that sword case you poured your heart into was actually useful? Don't be so naive. The Creator has awakened, and because of that, no power can suppress the Qingming sword's effects. Your sword case can't protect Xiaoguang at all! From the very moment she touched the Qingming sword, you all had already decided her fate for her.
Shuyuan, how do you know all this?
When I was under the Creator's control, I briefly connected with their mind. That's when I learned the truth about the Qingming sword. So I did some digging into the disciples of Yunkui's summit who took us in back then. Banyue Shifu was innocent. He truly believed that letting Yunkui's summit take us in was best for us. But some of the disciples in charge of selecting orphans weren't so honorable. I mean, Lu Hongzhou couldn't have done this all alone, right? And those disciples who secretly acted on your orders, they don't feel any guilt either, do they?
Because they know it's the right thing to do.
Right. The right thing to do. Even after all this, you're still trying to forge so-called heroes out of lies and sacrifice. People willing to die for your cause. How ridiculous. And you, High Preceptor Ishwan. I'd assumed you were in on it. But from the looks of it, you were completely unaware. Are you so busy as High Preceptor that you're too occupied to notice your disciples suffering? Or is it because you only ever think about your sister, and the lives of everyone else mean nothing to you?
Shuyuan.
Now you know the truth, Xiaoguang. It was all a lie from the start. We never had a choice. Give up the Qingming sword. Don't let it weigh you down any longer. You deserve a life of your own, one that's free and whole.
The Qingming sword was never a burden. It's the very thing that gives your life purpose. Without the Qingming sword, how could Ye Guang have gained such immense power at such a young age? You should see it as an honor, not a burden.
Whose honor? Yunkui's summit's or yours? It's easy for you to preach, because you're not the one who has to pay the price.
Do you think I wouldn't if I could? If I had the choice, I would have made the pact with the Qingming sword myself long ago, rather than standing by helplessly, like when the old capital fell, watching my mentors and fellow disciples die, one after another, unable to do a thing.
Your jealousy toward the Sword Keeper is your own obsession. Not everyone craves power the way you do. Some people don't want to be heroes. They just want a quiet, ordinary life. You and Yunkui's summit took that choice from us.
This isn't my obsession. It's for all of New Eridu. The Qingming sword needs a sword keeper. Yunkui's summit needs one, and so does this city. It's for everyone's sake. One life in exchange for thousands. There's no greater justification than that.
For everyone's sake. What makes their lives more valuable than Xiaoguang's? Just because she was born different? Just because the Qingming sword chose her, she deserves this? My sister shouldn't have to live in constant pain for the sake of everyone else!
At least my choice can save lives. And you, what have you done? You thought you could defeat the Creator on your own, but in the end, you failed and became a puppet.
If you really thought you were right, you wouldn't have needed lies and deception in the first place, would you? You could have gone about it honestly. Sought out someone who'd willingly lay down their life like Yunquei Summit always has. You could have found a willing sacrifice to achieve your grand cause.
You know the harm the Qingming sword could bring if left without a master, yet you won't risk your life to stop it. Doesn't that make you the real selfish one? Could Ye Xuanguang really stand by and watch countless innocent lives be lost because of her?
Huh?
Shut up, Lu Hongshou. This was never Xiaoquan's responsibility.
Her path was decided the moment the Qingming sword chose her. She was destined to become a hero.
Enough! Ye Shiyan, this happened because I failed to watch over everyone. Yunquei Summit owes you an explanation.
I don't need an explanation. Just let Xiaoguang go. She shouldn't have to live her life bound to the Qingming sword.
Sorry, everyone. But maybe we should hear what Xiaoguang has to say first. It's her life. We don't have the right to decide for her.
Thanks for speaking up for me, Junior. Mr. Liu, I just have one question. Was what happened to my parents back then really connected to Yunquei Summit?
No. I did keep the Qingming sword's cost a secret, but I'd never go as far as to do something like that. I didn't learn about your special constitutions until after your parents were gone.
I get it now. Everyone, I'm sorry. I'll discuss what to do next with my brother.
Xiaoguang, are you alright? I'm sorry, it's all my fault.
I'm fine, Shifu. I understand both my brother's fears and Mr. Liu's reasoning. I've already made my decision.
Xiaoguang, we're leaving right now. Once you sever your bond with the Qingming sword, you can...
I'm sorry, brother. I've made up my mind. I won't give up the Qingming sword.
Is it because of what Lu Hongzhou said? None of that is your responsibility. Don't let yourself be guilt-tripped by some false sense of duty.
No, this is my choice. My own choice. I remember when we were little. I loved the osmanthus cakes from the shop on the corner, but they always made my stomach hurt. After that, you wouldn't let me eat them anymore. But being the kid I was back then, I couldn't resist. I bought them secretly, and after eating them, my stomach hurt so bad I almost ended up in the hospital.
Xiaoguang.
But I never regretted eating those cakes. I know you mean well, but you can't protect me forever. I've grown up, and I have to make my own choices. I can choose to eat the things I love and bear the stomach ache that comes with them. It's all part of living. I need to experience it all, to make mistakes, to stumble, to cry, to laugh, and not be locked away in a perfect little glass house until I fade away.
This is completely different. You can have all the cakes you want, but I can't stand here and watch you march straight to your own death.
Whether it leads to life or death, no one knows until they've seen it through. Isn't that right?
Do you know what's more terrifying than dying? Living in constant fear and pain, with no end in sight. You never know when your memories will start to fade, when your senses will slip away, when you'll lose all connection to the world around you. Your whole life will be nothing but endless suffering. And you still refuse to let go of that damn sword.
I knew it'd be this way. I've known from the very beginning. From the moment I made the pact with the Qingming sword, I understood my fate. I knew the two forces within the Qingming sword could only be subdued by the Sword Keeper. I knew its effects couldn't be contained. And I knew that one day I would lose my memories, my senses, everything.
What? But you never told me that.
Because I didn't want you to keep worrying about me, like you are now. So, I know I'll have to watch myself slowly fall apart. I know my whole life will be shadowed by loss, and I know the more I have, the more I'll eventually lose. But everyone dies eventually, and before that happens, I want to choose how I live. You once said that I'm no different from everyone else, that my life matters just the same. So, if that's true, the reverse must be true as well. I am all life. I felt the Qingming sword's pain. I won't let anyone else endure that same despair. I don't want to face the terror of another disaster. So I won't give up the sword and let others suffer in my place. You may think it's foolish, but this is who I want to be. The kind of person I choose to become.
I'm only human. I'll always care more about my own sister than people I don't know. I can't and won't carry the weight of all living beings. If this is really what you want, I'll respect your choice. But I'll never give up. I'll find a way to save you, no matter what.
Then can you promise me one thing? From now on, you have to allow yourself to be happy. My choices, my fate, none of that is your fault, nor your burden. You've already done more than enough for me. Sorry you had to listen to us argue for so long, Junior. There's something I have to tell you. The truth is, this isn't the first time we've met. I used to think I'd keep this secret forever, but lately, I've realized that if I don't tell you, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. When I was a child, right after I gained the Qingming Sword's power and learned what my fate would be, I was alone in Phylum Heights that night, holding the music box my mother had given me. When I was little, my family would hum along to its tune together. But for some reason, that day, the music box suddenly broke. No matter how I tried, it wouldn't play anymore. Just like how my parents would never come back. At that moment, I felt like I was broken too. The same as the music box. I couldn't hold back my tears. Then you appeared. You fixed my music box and bought me some osmanthus candy from Good Goods. That's how I came to love the taste of osmanthus. I asked you at that moment, if you knew that the road ahead led straight into an abyss, would you still take that step forward? And then you told me that if I quit before I even began, there would be no way forward, and that the abyss I feared might not be as terrifying as I thought. But that was so long ago. I'm sure you've forgotten by now.
I thought it was just a dream. So we really did meet? Still, something felt off.
Yes, we've met before. Maybe that brief meeting didn't mean much to you, but to me, it was like sunlight breaking into a cold, dark room. Your words kept me going through the long darkness. Perhaps it wasn't just your words. It was the sense of peace you gave me. It made me feel like I could find the strength to face whatever lies ahead. And about the other Yeshengguang. In the past, I wanted to hide her. I thought she was so selfish, so despicable. She made me feel ashamed. But I don't feel that way anymore. She's a genuine part of who I am. The fear and unease within me, and the proof that I'm still human. No matter how capable someone is, they still feel fear, don't they? So I'll let myself be afraid, fragile, and want to run away. But beyond those fears that make me human, I also have the courage and love that come with it. Fear keeps me cautious, while love and courage carry me forward. Back then, she said not to die before this world does. And now, I'd say I'll coexist alongside it. At first, I only entered Limnian Hollow on Xiao Zhao's advice to look for my brother. But deep down, it was out of guilt. I didn't want to keep being the one everyone had to protect. Later, when I first saw the Hollow expand and chaos engulfed Phylum Heights, I chose to enter it out of duty, as the Qingming Sword's keeper. I was the only one who could do it, so I had no choice. But now, from this moment on, I choose to accept the Qingming Sword and become the Sword Keeper, not out of guilt or out of duty. I didn't submit to this fate. After seeing every possible path, I chose it. Because I want to make a difference in the world, and for myself. And also, I want to do something for you. It might sound strange, but Junior, you really are someone very, very special to me. You're so effortlessly gentle, yet so dependable, as though you can take in all my pain and anxiety. Anyway, over time, I've come to understand a lot, and it's all thanks to you.
I'll always be there to support you, Xiaoguang. I can't make decisions for you, but no matter what happens, I'll be there to catch you.
Oh, it's getting pretty late. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. Well, good night, Junior. I hope we both get a good night's sleep. be. Lemnian Hollow. It's gotten even bigger than before.
This is bad. We need to regroup with everyone. Now. Those terrifying black miasma flowers have spread all over the city. Lemnian Hollow is like a raging tsunami, threatening to engulf everything.
You're here.
Shifu.
Shuyuan. Xiaoguang. There's something I want to say to you. About Yunquei Summit. About the Qingming Sword. I am truly sorry. I know my apology cannot resolve anything, nor do I deserve forgiveness. It was my negligence that caused all this.
Shifu, it's not your fault.
It is my fault. To be honest, ever since my sister's passing, I found myself avoiding the Qingming Sword subconsciously. I feared it, maybe even hated it. But I had to keep guard over it due to my position as the High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit. After making the case, my fear of the Qingming Sword led me to instinctively distance myself from it. And that's why I so easily fell for Lu Hangzhou's lies. Looking back now, the sword case I poured everything into didn't amount to much in the end.
If my guess is right, the sword case originally did work as intended. Though it could not completely sever the negative effects of the sword, it still provided Xiaoguang some protection. It's only due to the creator's power becoming active recently that the sword case's power slowly wore off.
Shuyuan, I understand your anger. I've failed in my duties, whether as the Yunquei Summit High Preceptor or as your and Xiaoguang's Shifu.
I need to apologize for what I said before as well. I let my anger get the better of me and said those hurtful words. That didn't come from my heart. However, I can never forgive Lu Hangzhou or Yunquei Summit.
I've authorized a top-level investigation into what Lu Hangzhou has done. Everyone who was involved will answer for their actions.
It means nothing to me now. What I can't forgive is the glory Yunquei Summit built upon these sacrifices.
Brother, the past may be set in stone, but we can shape the future. And I don't want to be a sacrifice anymore. I want to become someone who stands in front of the people I love. A hero who protects them. Before, when I went into Lemnian Hollow, it was out of guilt. Or perhaps a sense of obligation. But from now on, I will only fight for my own will. Because it's what I choose to do.
Xiaoguang, you've really grown up.
That's enough heart-to-heart for now. We still have a crisis to deal with. What lies ahead won't be easy.
Everyone, I have some bad news. The latest data shows the energy of the miasma anomaly within Lemnian Hollow has already reached its peak.
Looks like that bit of relief was only temporary.
That's right. And based on the information we have, both the energy of the miasma anomaly and the hollow itself are expanding at an alarming rate. This means we have to locate the source of the miasma anomaly and seal it off as quickly as possible. Otherwise, the entire Phylum Heights could turn into a massive hollow. Or worse, the entire New Eridu. And as for this so-called source, according to my current findings, we can now be almost certain it's the power of the Creator, hidden deep within Lemnian Hollow. Sealing the source is our top priority. Meanwhile, we need to evacuate everyone in Weifei and do everything we can to slow the Hollow's expansion. I've already deployed additional personnel to assist. But the reinforcements will take some time to arrive, and I'm afraid the Hollow's expansion won't wait. If it comes to it, we'll have to rely on everyone here. Especially our friends from Yunquei Summit. I understand this sort of miasma anomaly can only be properly purified with your techniques.
My blade, Tailless, seems to have some effect on it as well.
Is that so? Perhaps it's connected to the power of the Creator. In any case, if we want to slow the Hollow's expansion, we'll have to enter the Lemnian Hollow first and clear out the abnormal miasma. That said, we'll need to send someone to locate the specific coordinates of where the abnormal miasma gathers.
About that, we've already calculated the locations in Lemnian Hollow where the miasma is most active. Judging from Xiaoguang's previous trip into the Hollow to cleanse the Black Flowers, removing the abnormal miasma in those areas should help slow the Hollow's expansion.
Then, with the manpower we have, we'll need to split into teams and head into different areas to clear out those black flowers. Everything else is relatively manageable. The real question is, who's going to enter the center of Lemnian Hollow and seal the Creator's power?
The Qingming Sword has a far more intimate connection with Lemnian Hollow and even the Creator than we ever would have thought. Considering the current situation, it's likely that only the Qingming Sword Keeper is capable of sealing away the Creator's power.
Our analysis came to the same conclusion. The huge energy fluctuations in Lemnian Hollow bear a connection to the energy the Qingming Sword gives off. I hate to admit it, but it's possible only the Qingming Sword has the power to put a stop to this.
I'll go. The Qingming Sword's power has a mysterious connection to the Creator, and it's linked to that section of Lemnian Hollow. As the Sword Keeper, I have to go.
Xiaoguang.
This is the most reasonable choice for now. But using the Qingming Sword comes with a heavy price. Monsieur Shunguang, are you sure you can accept it?
Yes. Please don't worry, Mayor. This is my choice. No matter what happens next, I'll accept it willingly.
Mr. Mayor, Xiaoguang has only just recovered. As her Shifu, I can't stand by and watch her put herself in danger again. So please, permit me to go in her place. I may not be able to use the power of the Qingming Sword, but you know my strength. I will definitely...
I understand your concern, Jishin. However, this is the only way.
But...
Given the circumstances, I care more about the decision Miss Ye Shunguang has made herself. The matter is settled. As for you, Yishun, there's still plenty in Phylum Heights that requires your attention. Don't waste your time here any longer.
I'm going with Xiaoguang. I'm her proxy. No matter what happens, I'll bring her home safe and sound.
I'm coming with you too. We've been through this together before, and by now we work perfectly as a team. Besides, I'm one of the best in Krampus, and I know what I'm capable of.
I can help too. I'm pretty familiar with the inside of the Lemnian Hollow.
Also, I have some good news. We've upgraded our equipment so everyone can stay in touch while inside Lemnian Hollow. As you all know, Wise can reach me through the HDD system while he's inside the Hollow. If we route the signal through him, everyone can stay connected to the outside. To make sure Wise can focus while inside the Hollow, I'll be the one keeping an eye on the communications.
I see. This channel of communication will certainly make things much easier for us. Thank you. Then, I'll handle assigning the rest of the team to their groups.
Noble squad assembled. Stay sharp. We move out on my mark.
Then let's give that hollow a nice, explosive little surprise!
Everyone, with me. Let's cut down this spreading darkness.
Whatever that Creator is trying to do, we will stop them.
Disciples of Yonghui Summit, hear me! Stand your ground and guard Phylum Heights! The future peace of this place is in your hands.
Dealing with the Hollow is precisely our duty as Hollow Special Operations.
That sounded just like something Obel Squad would say.
Spook Shack wouldn't miss an event like this. For the glory of the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Xiaoguang, I've let you down as your Shifu. Above all else, I hope you make it back safely.
Don't worry, Shifu. I will. And with Junior on our side, we'll definitely get the job done.
You can count on me. We'll do our best. Besides, no one knows that area better than us.
I believe in you. You're all disciples I can truly be proud of. Well then, I'll leave everything from here on to all of you.